This week, we congratulate LaDainian Tomlinson, who retires with over 13,000 yards, fifth all-time, 31 touchdowns one year, and 160 touchdowns. This week on the Spotlight, Addison Reed, the White Sox ace finisher, is our guy. We also talked to Dick Allen, who celebrates the 40th year of the 1972 White Sox this weekend coming up. And we have trivia from Aurelio's and Beecher this week, right here on the Spotlight. Check out my website, benkowski.com, for my weekly article and up-to-the-minute trivia sites. It's the 25th year of the Lansing Floral Sports Spotlight. Flowers for every imaginable occasion at Lansing Floral Shop. Call them at 708-474-1212. They deliver. The Dirty Sock has Benkowski Trivia next Wednesday, June 27th at 7:30 p.m. and again on July 11th at 7:30 p.m. Get to 93rd and Roberts Road, eat, drink, and play at the Dirty Sock. And knock off the team to beat Laguna Sunrise. Want to get a haircut from a great hairstylist? Call mine, Rose Murillo, 312-726-2201. With a 30-year Southwest Side tradition, Huck Finn is open 24 hours to serve you with great breakfasts like the Becky Thatcher, soups, great lunches, 1/3 pound burgers, clubs, and much more. Dinners from seafood to steaks to pasta, great donuts, and ice creams. With 3 locations at Archer and Damon, 67th and Pulaski, and 105th and Cicero. Stop in today. You know Huck Finn is open. Tanks is a great place to go with an outdoor beer garden, beanbag games at 124th and Western. You might find me there. They're open Monday through Friday at 10 a.m., Saturday and Sunday at noon. Watch Sox, Cubs, NFL. They have daily specials. A lot of good stuff and fun going on at Tanks, 124th and Western.
Hi, my name is Rose, and I've been a skilled hairstylist for over 10 years. I specialize in men's haircuts and in corrective color. Come visit me at Salon 203 at 203 North LaSalle, 312-726-2201. And while you're at it, come in and get a shoe shine and a shave. It's a great place where a man can be a man.
Since 1967, El Jardín has been serving the finest Mexican food. Before, after, or during ball games, located conveniently just 3 blocks south of Wrigley Field, 3335 North Clark. Whether there's a game or not, you still get hungry, and El Jardín has great service, great food, and great drinks. I've enjoyed every meal I've had there, and you will too. So get to El Jardín for great Mexican food at 3335 North Clark Street in Chicago. You'll be glad you did. And then you're in the major leagues. If you look at the 2012 season, maybe think of a situation you came in, whether it was runners on base or closing out a big game. What is like a high point where you really got some tough guys and you said, wow, that was maybe my best game?
The game I remember the most was probably the game in Detroit this year when it was the bottom of the 9th and tying run was on 3rd, winning run was on 2nd, and there were 2 outs, and I came in and Austin Jackson was up and ended up striking him out. But that was probably the most pumped up I've been this whole year, and just the fired up I've been and just ready to go. And that's the game that sticks out the most so far, and hopefully there's a lot more.
Oh, I'm sure there will be. It just seems like, you probably got a quick handle on the rivalry with the Tigers, and has anyone talked to you much about the rivalry with the Twins? Because that's been a good one too.
I've heard a little bit about it, and nobody's really sat down and talked to me about it. But honestly, I mean, when I go out there, I don't like any team. It doesn't matter if they're rivals or if we get along with them. I want to just shut them out and come out of here with a win. So, but I mean, I've heard people talk about the rivalry a little bit, but I don't pay too much attention to that. I just like to go out there and pitch.
Yeah, knock them down. A little bit about when you come into the game. I've always believed that if the situation calls for it, a closer could come into the 8th inning and maybe get an out or 2 if need be, and then finish off the game. Other people believe in the formula, let them start the 9th and that's it. What do you think?
I'm ready whenever they want me to pitch. I love being out there. So, I mean, they have me come in the 8th inning and then go back out for the 9th. It's even better because I'm out there longer. So, but if it's just that one inning in the 9th, it's still fine with me. I mean, as long as I'm out there pitching, I'm happy. So.
Yeah, that sounds like you've actually, in effect, you give your manager a little more flexibility because he doesn't have to do it by that strict inning by inning. And also, something that I found interesting, you said you enjoyed the situation with the men on base because there was little room for error.
Yeah, it's just I don't know what it is, the way my brain's wired or what, but I mean, when there's more pressure on the line, I thrive off that. I love going out there, and I love the pressure situations, and it's just fun for me, and something I've always enjoyed, and I don't think I'm ever going to come away from that. I love getting out there when game's on the line, and it's just more pressure. The more I like it.
You and the hitter. Tell me about AJ and how you relate to him and his calls. I mean, certainly we know you throw a very nice fastball, but have you gotten to the point now where you're confident enough in another pitch to throw it when you think they might be looking fastball?
Yeah, AJ's great back there, and I've even thrown to Flowers a couple times this year, and they're both awesome. They know exactly what they're doing back there. They know what pitches to call in what situation, so I have 100% confidence in them with whatever they throw down. They're confident that that's the best pitch to throw in that situation. So whatever they throw down, I have 100% belief in it's going to work. And if I locate where they set up, I feel like most of the time we'll be successful.
Have you gotten a strikeout or two on a non-fastball?
I think I've maybe gotten a few.
What did you throw?
I think I've gotten a couple on change-ups, a few on sliders, but I mean, the majority of them, I think, have come on fastballs. But
maybe a breaking pitch that set it up, huh?
Yeah. So, I mean, they do a great job back there, keeping the guys off balance and kind of guessing up there. So, yeah, I mean, whatever they put down, I completely believe in them, and I throw it, and hopefully the results are what we want.
Well, you're more than a quarter of the way into the season. Only the Indians are ahead of you. A lot of people didn't forecast a lot of success for this team, but, you know, you're in absolute contention. So I think the critics can, be quiet now and just kind of go after them, and especially when you face them head-to-head.
Yeah, it's fun when people write you off. I mean, they don't know what goes on in here. They just kind of go by what's on paper, and we don't care what people say. We're going to go out there and play the way we know how to play, and so far we've done a pretty good job, and I think we're only going to get stronger. I mean, we haven't even played our best ball yet this year. I believe that, and we're only going to get stronger as a team, and I really think we could do something special this year.
And because you were up last year, you don't have to carry the sunflower bag? Is that correct? Thought I saw Jones carrying it, right?
We switch off because we have 4 guys in the bullpen that switch off. So last year we had the butterfly backpacks with the glitter wings on it, but I mean that was fun. I mean, if you get to do that, it's kind of know you made it. But yeah, this year we don't have the butterfly backpack, at least yet. But maybe in September that'll come. But yeah, we have just a regular backpack this year that the 4 of us switch off. We do it every series, so it's not too bad. We get a break, so
that's good. Well, just keep doing what you're doing. Don't overanalyze it, and win those divisional games and home games.
Yeah, we'll try. We will.
All right. Thanks a lot. Good meeting you.
Thanks for having me.
Milano's Pizza at 109th and Western is the place to order from, like I do. Lasagna, chicken parm, Italian beef, and stuffed pizza besides the thin crust. They're open Monday through Wednesday at 3 p.m., Thursday through Saturday 11 a.m., and Sunday at noon. Call them at 773-445-4010. Come play in the area's classiest billiard center, Jukebox Billiards, 7910 Calumet Avenue in Munster, 2 blocks south of 8094. Selling the most famous names of pool tables and billiard equipment. Specializing in table recovery and moving of tables. A complete pro shop with the most brand names of cues and cases. Celebrating over 20 years, excellence, top billiard tables, the place where the action is, Jukebox Billiards, 7910 Calumet in Munster. You've got to get to Shelton Fireworks, the world's largest warehouse, off Interstate 94, exit 22B in Porter, Indiana. Row after row of the best fireworks anywhere, from the little ones to the grand finales that'll end your show. Birthdays, anniversaries, graduations, in addition to the 4th of July. Just get over there to Shelton Fireworks now. Then you can reload by the time summer comes. Shelton Fireworks, I-94, exit 22B in Portage. bring your car to Quick Stop Muffler and Brake at 95th and Pulaski, and they'll fix it right. They also do shocks and struts, free estimates. Call them at 708-423-3700. They're very thorough in their work, and they have very competitive pricing. Quick Stop Muffler and Brake, 95th and Pulaski. We're back on the spotlight, and to be blunt, I think Robin Ventura is certainly learning on the job as it relates to his pitching calls. A couple of curious ones of late were specifically the removal of Jose Quintana from a game in which he threw less than 80 pitches and was one inning from throwing a complete game shutout, a game the White Sox ultimately lost in LA. And then, don't really know whose decision this was, but the decision to go with a non-starter in the opener of the Cubs-Sox series on the South Side proved to be not good. And it's something I'm sure that in future weeks, Robin will abandon it. But sometimes people outsmart themselves. And I think going with the conventional five-man rotation out for at least another 4 to 6 weeks, going with the conventional five-man rotation will be the way Robin chooses to go. Robin expounds on the pitching, the hitting, and his thought process a little bit in one of his pregame sessions. Robin was asked, what are you going to do with no Danks for about 6 weeks pitching?
I don't know about the next couple months, but for right now, you know he's going to be on the DL for a while. So DL is a lonely place. I mean, it's probably harder on him than it is on us as far as just the mentality of it. But as teams, it just baseball keeps moving, and not just him, but anybody that's ever gone on the DL. The game doesn't stop for you. So it's for him to get healthy, and for us to just focus on playing games and winning games.
Can you develop a little bit about Gavin and any theories you have about his season so far? He appears to have been the one completely healthy guy with no issues physically, but you're looking for better results.
I think, again, we're all looking for better results, not just him or guys in the batting order. It's just one of those things, baseball, it's just not as easy as, you're going to go out there and sprinkle dust on him, he's going to do better. It's a total thing of working at it and getting better at locating pitches and, keeping guys off base. I think sometimes he'll lead off and walk a guy on fourth aren't close and then try and battle his way through it. So, I think for him, he knows things that he's doing that are kind of shooting him in the foot, and it's for him to take care of it.
Do you need Dave to go deeper tonight?
I'd like him to. We always do. It's I think every guy that goes out there, you want him to go deep into a game and do it. Tonight would be one of those nights, as thin as we were last night in the bullpen, and what we had to use as far as Hector. It would be nice.
Would you love to give Dave some reps now too?
You'd like to get both of them, but they're young and they like competing, so they want the ball. They're not asking for any time off.
With Tyler behind the plate tonight, does it matter him working with Jake pretty well, or you want him, I guess?
No, you look at AJ, swinging it the last probably week and a half. Hasn't he's been frustrated, and with Wood being as tough as he is on lefties, it's just a day to give him, just let him take swings and not have to go up there and try and work it out on the field. He's played. He'll be in there tomorrow.
Robin, how do you look at third base and the need to maybe get more production from there?
Well, you'd like to. I think everybody would, but where we're at right now, Brent's not there. Trying to make it go with Orlando, and he's learning on the job really how to play third, and offensively he's had tough at bats, and energy level and all that stuff has been good for us. So everybody can pinpoint little areas that you would like it to improve, but it has to improve with what we got. It's not coming from anywhere else.
Certainly you've hit the ball with great power, but are you satisfied with your situational hitting, your ability to move runners and getting singles when you need them in small ball, like 1-0 games?
Yeah, I am satisfied with that.
Robin Paul was saying that it feels like in the last week, maybe as a team, that the team has given away at bats. I mean, do you sense that at all?
I don't know if it's at bats. It's more you feel like, I think hitters feel that way when we've had games where they're winnable and it just doesn't happen. Sunday would be one of those that you feel like you're in the game. We had the other one on Friday night, and then in St. Louis, they're winnable games, and it just didn't happen. And I think guys go through that and think it's more on the bat side, but it's a team effort. It's both sides. It's you lose by the pitching and the hitting combined, not one thing. I think these guys go up and compete. In LA, they were grinding against some pretty good pitchers. We faced some tough guys in those interleague games, and we fared all right. We were able to be in them to win them.
Robin, again at third base, looking at what you have, do you think there could be guys in the system that aren't on the 25-man roster that could maybe be an upgrade somewhere down the road?
I don't know about an upgrade. Again, with using Orlando and Escobar and Lillibridge, that's until Morel's healthy. That's what we're looking at.
With a 30-year Southwest Side tradition, Huck Finn is open 24 hours to serve you with great breakfasts like the Becky Thatcher, soups, great lunches, 1/3 pound burgers, clubs, and much more. Dinners from seafood to steaks to pasta, great donuts, and ice creams. With 3 locations at Archer and Damon, 67th and Pulaski, and 105th and Cicero. Stop in today. Huck Finn is open. You've got to get to Lansing Floral Shop. Open at 8 a.m. daily. Besides a great array of live flowers, they have custom silks, Bridgewater candles. They want you to plan your parties early at a wide delivery area. They're located at 3420 Ridge Road in Lansing, or you can call 708-474-1212. Weddings, funerals, birthdays, anniversaries, and guys, try the No Reason flower. Believe me, it works. Lansing Floral Shop. Give them a call, 708-474-1212. Kelly's Tavern has Benkowski Trivia near Sox Park at 44th and Wallace on selected Friday nights. It's usually 2 Fridays a month. Come out and play, bring some friends, have fun, tip back a few at Kelly's Tavern, 44th and Wallace. Be looking for you. Come play in the area's classiest billiard center, Jukebox Billiards, 7910 Calumet Avenue in Munster, 2 blocks south of 8094. Selling the most famous names of pool tables and billiard equipment. Specializing in table recovery and moving of tables. A complete pro shop with the most brand names of cues and cases. Celebrating over 20 years. Excellence. Top billiard tables. The place where the action is. Jukebox Billiards. 7910 Calumet in Munster. Sunday, June 24th, the great Dick Allen will throw out the first pitch at the Sox game to celebrate the 40th anniversary of the tough 72 White Sox. Here he talks about the chili dog game that he thought he wouldn't be in.
Thought it was over. He said, "There, we won't use you. We'll save you to tomorrow," because what it really was, that had been through the wars, and we're going to rest you a day game after a night game, and the second game of a doubleheader. We win the first one, we'll maybe rest you the second game of a doubleheader, but be around in case I need you as a pinch hitter. Well, by the 7th inning, the pinch hitting, we're down 4-2. 7th, 8th, what was it? The 7th, 8th inning?
4-2.
Well, I know he sent me upstairs about the 7th inning or so, but somehow or another we got runners on there. The situation presented itself. I think we had 2 runners on or so. He sent the bat boy up there to tell him, "Here, Chuck wants me." He said, "Hey, just send me up here." He wants you. You're hitting. I'd already taken the uniform off. And, "Hey, kid, give me one of those hot dogs that are right there." Well, I saw that chili over there. We slapped a lot of chili on it. He said, all of a sudden, now you got a pinch hit. Well, hurry up. Can't hold up the game. It was going on. I had no underclothes on. I just pulled the pants on and the shirt. Well, while I'm trying to do it, hurry up, get ready. They got me another shirt. I had chili all over the front of that one. And sure enough, I don't know the count. I think he tried to throw a slider in and down, and it wound up in the seats and made a memorable moment today. We win it again.
That picture there is really great because it's that picture, that's the home run off Sparky Lyles, a 1-1 count. And the second baseman, Mike Andrews, who for the White Sox was on first base, and he played with Sparky. And he had told Sparky, he's walking in from the bullpen, "You're in deep, you know what," because Dick's coming up to bat. And it's one of the things we're going to show at the tribute. We have a whole sequence of pictures. We have the call by Phil Rizzuto was absolutely stunning for us White Sox fans to listen to, because he just is stunned with disbelief what Dick did. And that picture is probably my favorite of all of them, because the intensity in his eyes, he's a champion. And he's wearing a White Sox uniform, an MVP, and the fans are just riveted. And the thing is, I have a home movie we got that homer from the outfield. And it is so cool because it was a laser beam to left center, if you remember old Comiskey Park. It was just like a 3-4 iron shot. It just went out of there so fast. And that was bat day. There was a 55,000 crowd. The place just riveted. I know Chuck Tanner, a couple interviews, said that was probably the most exciting day for him and for the White Sox and for the fans who came back. 2 years ago they were deserted. And again, that's part of your role here saving this franchise.
No, it was those guys, I'm not kidding you. We had so much fun in that clubhouse. Melton was, he was big part of the glue that we had with Pat Kelly, God rest his soul. He made us go. He was our leadoff hitter and made us go. And of course, 2 strikes. Carlos May was very tough to strike out. I knew PK had a pretty good game. Stole a couple bases for us, and I think he finally got there to second base, won a close one for us. And during the time, you guys have to remember, during our time, we came around that things around the game was changing. We only got maybe game of the week. That's when we looked terrible. Chuck wanted to get thrown out. That's the only reason. Well, we're on a game once a week, and that's he wanted to get thrown out of the ball game, and that's 1 minute of notoriety, I guess. But the thing that ticked me off, we played like a high school team then. We couldn't catch the ball. We throw. We were just disarranged. But as you guys remember, Tony Kubek on Saturday and Joe Garziola. You saw it once a week. Games were on the radio. But I don't know if we'll see baseball like that ever again.
I eat on the pasta twice just...
Salerno's Restaurant and Pizzeria at Grand and Racine is the place to go before United Center Pavilion, Bulls, Hawks, Cubs, and Sox too. Dine in or carry out with great family recipes, including homemade pastas, steaks, seafood, a great fun bar area. Meet people. Have a tremendous time. At Salerno's Restaurant and Pizzeria, Grand and Racine, you'll find a great variety of foods for you to enjoy at Salerno's. Go play at Red Shoes Billiards, 12009 South Pulaski in Ulsan, featuring 16 Brunswick Gold Crown pool tables, drop fluorescent lighting fixtures, and the fabulous grade of cloth. Call 708-388-3700. That's Red Shoe Billiards, 12009 South Pulaski. Lanigan's Irish Pub is the place to be at 3119 West 111th Street, right by Kedzie. Live music on Sunday with Fast Eddie. Drink specials daily, including $1.50 domestic bottles on Thursday, $3 Guinness on Tuesday. Call for karaoke information on Friday. Party room, too. All that available at Lanigan's Irish Pub, 3119 West 111th Street on the beautiful south side of Chicago. Get there, Lanigan's Irish Pub. Lindy's Chili, Gertie's Ice Cream at 110th and Kedzie has it all. From fresh-made burgers, fries, hot dogs, chicken, turkey, Polish, shrimp, tuna, barbecue, ham, tamales, quesadillas. They've got salads and plenty of ice cream with sundaes, banana splits, and seasonal favorites. Get all these things at Lindy's Chili, which is where I start, but I always get a little something extra, at 110th and Kedzie. Welcome to Trivia at Aurelio's in Beecher, and we start off with what I think is a simple baseball question. Hey now. The third week of April, this White Sox pitcher threw a perfect game and was named American League Player of the Week. Who is he? Oh, I'm sorry. Know-it-alls? Sure. 80 points at stake. The know-it-alls step to the line. What is your age?
8.
8. All right. I have to make an age adjustment. Pitched the perfect game for the White Sox in April. 5 seconds. Feel like a throw? They're going to do it. I think we have a shooter. All right. We beat you. Got a thrower.
What is his name?
We have a new rule. When you're 3, you get 3 tries. But it's only when you're 3. Because you're only 3 once in life. All right. No, none of that. No favoring the seniors. All right. Phil Umber. Nobody seemed to know Phil Umber's perfect game. It was historical in nature. Was that we beat you throwing there? Okay, you're up to 160. Team Packed is up. Team Packed. This White Sox player has been American League Player of the Week twice already this year. Once in April, once in May. Name this well-known White Sox player.
The answer is Paul Konerko. See you next week.
This week's show has been brought to you by the Lansing Floral Shop. Call for your flowers at 708-474-1212. Huck Finn, a great wide-ranging menu, along with donuts and ice cream. Open 24 hours at Archer and Damon, 67th and Pulaski, and 105th and Cicero. Imprint Graphics, leaders in booklet, perfect bound saddle stitch, very competitive pricing. Call 708-396-1010.